Gemini! Yay! Good morning, Gemini. How you doing, my little fruitfuls? How are you, my lovelies? So, good morning. And what we are going to do is, as you can see up, you can't see up, but you will now. Bam! There it is.
Yo, Sleepy, what's up, homie? You know my cousin, Sad Boy.
You can see up on the screen 15 numbers that relate to 15 questions. You get 2 numbers that also relate to 2 questions. I'm going to ask that machine over there for a question, for a number. That'll give me a number. That'll be your first question, and then another one, and then that'll be your second question. So make sure you stay towards the end, smash that like button and subscribe to find out each time I do a reading what your questions are going to be. Please state below in the comment section of any questions that you also would like me to add to my list. Anything that you are think, oh, I really wish that question was in there, and Steve would do that, then bam, there you go, let me know. So, Alexa, pick a number between 1, Alexa.
Here's a number between 1 and 15. It's 11.
11, so you've got wait or move on. Ooh, this could be a question and a half. Sorry, I literally just cut it off.
All you guys take note, that's how you take down a motherfucker.
Stopped it recording. So you got number 11, Gemini. So, should Gemini wait or move on? Should Gemini wait for the person or move on? Should Gemini wait for the person or move on? So, you get 3 of cups. This is pretty much while I'm waiting anyway, because I'm still connected to them, or I'm actually still with them, okay? And if I'm still with them, Emily, Mr. Maria, Michael Jackson, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, then I'm prepared to wait, because I actually do want reunion. I'm waiting on something that is also to be able to see them. So you could be with this person, okay? But this depends if there's a third party. Should never wait on a third party anyway, okay? So let's see, Gemini, should they wait or move on for their partner? So you get 6 of Swords. This is also leaving. This is also leaving as well, or staying. So at the moment, you could be with this person, okay, and you are actually going to visit them. Sorry, man, I am getting all of my shit all mixed up here. So, I would say you're with this person, so I don't think you're actually contemplating on leaving them here. I think you're actually contemplating on going over to see them here. Gemini, should they wait or move on? Should they wait or move on? With Yvonne, ooh, so there's some kind of like spiritual warfare energy going on, or an affair. Now, obviously, if there is an affair, then don't wait for the person, okay? But someone's generally happy anyway, okay? But they keep going through this magician, which means an ending and a beginning and an ending and a beginning, and manipulating the situation of coming and going. 3 and 4 of Cups is well, you're emotionally distant from me, but why? Well, that would be down to like how they think and feel. Okay, but that could be because there's a third party, or 2 because there's always arguments or disagreements, but I'm not seeing it. Let's see, should Gemini wait or move on for their partner? So you get the 8 of Pentacles, so there is a working on this commitment and relationship, so it's basically saying wait, okay? So I don't think any of you, to be honest, whether like it's the advice from Tarot, I don't think any of you are actually considering on leaving anyway here. I think you are staying. Now, if that's staying at a job, that's staying at a job. If that's staying at a place where you live, then that's staying with the place that I live here. Okay, because this can be moving, but I'm really considering on actually staying, okay? Staying on longer. Let's see, so I'm not really going anywhere, but it might be for a short time. Me, I'm going to have to, I've got to get a new job, Gemini. I've been looking for a job and I've pretty much got one, working for a pharmaceutical company that wants me to drop off medication to the elderly in my town. And I need to get off this desk and start doing something else, as well as this. So I'll tell you about the changes at different times. But like I said, this can be where like you're considering on staying or leaving something, okay? Because, you know, your question is, should they stay or go, basically. So this is saying that you're really contemplating on staying where you are. Okay, you know, you are not leaving permanently, because this can just be for a short time or a long time. Now, if you are with your partner, okay, then yeah, you're pretty much not considering on leaving them here. Let's see. Gemini, should they stay or should they go? So there's a lot of traveling energy here. This is the job I'm looking for here. This should be quite lucrative for me. I hope that you're happy for me, Gemini. Don't worry, I'm not abandoning you guys. I will always keep the channel going because it's been going for a long time, but I'm just struggling around people watching, so I've got to get a new job. But another one, because there's just not enough subscribers and stuff anymore. But never mind, I can't help that. But yeah, looking for another job, maybe a driving job. Okay, sorry, I'm just looking for my own messages here. So, but like, if you're thinking about like staying or going, now I don't think you're going. I think that you are staying with them, but you just kind of like wait for them to see each other, where you might not be living with this person, but you see them now and again. You're sort of dating. You could be in a partnership, but like dating, where it's like a relationship, but we don't live with one another. We just come together at the end of the day or night, you know, here. So why is Gemini, I do want to look into this Magician in reverse. Why does Gemini have this Magician in reverse for this staying or going? Because me, I don't believe in manifesting. Sorry guys, for you guys that do. It's just that I believed in a preordained destiny, okay? Which means, like, if you take, for instance, like my job, right? My job around tarot for quite a while has been doing bad and bad and bad and getting worse, right? So I can either blame that on everybody else or life itself, or I can start to think, is life itself trying to tell me that there's a new chapter in your life coming up and you really need to start doing what you're thinking, which is, well, this isn't working, so what do I do in replace of? Well, then start using action in order to go towards it, right? So that means that Spirit is trying to tell you that a change is coming and that it's going to be down to you, but are you going to follow what they're doing? Okay, because they can make things worse and worse and worse, like relationships or karma. It just gets worse and worse and worse until you have no option, right, here. So there's this energy of like, I'm just following a preordained destiny, and this in reverse is just saying it's not really what you're manifesting. Spirit manifests it into your reality and then suddenly makes it come true by offers that come your way, and you're like, how come all of a sudden I've started to think about a new location or a new job or even a new person or a new outlook or something in my life? Like John, for instance, right? JDS Tarot, right? He's a Gemini. I've got 3 Gemini. For a while ago, he was like thinking, right, you know, and things happened in his life, bless him, but he took a year off, right? Got Gemini all through my chart, and then suddenly, like a few months after like John comes back, now I'm considering thinking, I really need to maybe start doing something else and moving on a little bit, right here. So yeah, it's like that. It's like this, because you got so much travel here, right? So it could be a job because of the Chariot and this here that you're considering on like relocating or like looking for another job or a driving job. This is a driving job here. Me being a Life Path 7, I love driving, so I will always be a driver if I have to be anything else, because I love being a driver. Whether it be working for Amazon or anything like that, but here. So I don't think you're leaving your relationship. I think that you're just seeing someone else again here, and I think that that's fine. I think for any of you, if you are looking for messages of what I'm looking for is a job, then I think that that is feasible here, of something that's coming up that's going to make you really happy. And if you're not looking for a new job and you're doing whatever job that is, that you're happy doing so here, okay. Let's just, I don't think I clarified this Magician in reverse. Why is this Magician in reverse here for Gemini? It's a Pisces, what do you know? It's a Pisces, 7 of Swords, driving job here with a Leo. Now, you could be like me, where you're constantly dealing with a Leo all over and over and over and over again. I don't think that you're bluffing, Steve, if you're saying you're leaving. No, you're not leaving. The other person isn't leaving either. But 7 of Swords does mean that you are... I don't know, it can also mean spiritually manipulated, or it can be where I'm fucking struggling, staying where I am, and I'm always in, and then I'm out, and then I'm in, and I've got 1 foot here, and I've got 1 foot there. I live here, I work here, I go over to here at the end of the day or end of the night. Okay, so the 7 of Swords doesn't always represent someone that is like cheating or lying. I mean, it can be. It's like, can be someone that's emotionally manipulative. Okay, but this is something that's also quite simple. Leaving something that is spiritual behind to go towards something that is more possibly practical, of looking through a Three of Cups, right? So it can be where some people here are thinking, you know what, I might get another job as well. I might want to relocate somewhere else. I might want 2 cars, okay, 2 people if there is a third party situation, okay. But there is a lot of like busy energy, very busy, like in and then I'm out with my partner. I don't live with them, but I do go and visit them. I do go and stay, like children as well. You've got that message there. So I don't think anybody's on about a permanent vacation. I think they're just on about like a short-term sort of something that's here, job or part-time. This can also be like, I'm looking for a part-time lover, right? Just like a one-night stand, or I'm looking for like a part-time job, or even a full-time job if it's there. But like, you know, I'm kind of doing a bit of this and a bit of that. That's what your message seems to be about, staying or going. Now, obviously, Gemini, if there are third-party situations, then don't never stay around in a third-party situation, but always make sure that you've got your facts first before you're following fiction. Okay, just don't always believe a tarot reader and go and quit a relationship without finding out the truth first. Or you can, it's up to you. I would never do that. I would want to find out first before I actually went and did anything, okay? It's like me leaving this job completely before I even know that I've got the other one, right? It's like I wouldn't do that, okay? So never quit a relationship just through watching tarot and think, well, I'm just going to let them make up my mind instead of doing it myself, right? So, Alexa, pick a number between 1 and 15.
Here's a number between 1 and 15. It's 10.
10, Gemini. So what have we got? Let's have a look. Hopefully you guys are not getting bored. 10 is outcome at the end of the week for Gemini. Ooh, so you got the end of the week one. So what is the outcome at the end of the week for me little Geminis? What is the outcome at the end of the week for Geminis? The outcome at the end of the week for Gemini. Is Gemini, Leo, again present here. Well, Leo or an Aquarian, because I read in numerology. Don't forget you can also watch this as a Capricorn if you want, because it also is a 6, okay? But again, Leo, very present. The end of the week for Gemini, at the end of the week for Gemini. The lovers, so if you are with a Leo specifically, or a Capricorn, or maybe an Aquarian, this is you guys that are basically together at the end of the week. You're still with your person. You haven't left. So that just clarifies the should I stay or should I go. I don't think either of you are actually contemplating on leaving one another. Okay. The end of the week for Gemini. What is the end of the week coming up for Gemini? Let's look for this job, Gemini. Anybody want to do me a personal tarot card reading for a laugh and find out whether I'm going to get my job or not? Justice here. So this could be work. This can also be paying taxes and everything else. Oh, okay. Taxi driver. Taxi driver. Okay, my old boss is a Libra and I could get that job back there if I wanted. But they're on the summer holidays at the moment, so that won't be until September. But that was another job I applied for as well. As a school bus driver. Sorry, guys. So yeah, that marriage, commitment, relationship here. Justice can also be, like I said, it's paying tax and money and bills and the government. Okay, so if you work for the government, then you will need a job interview, and then you will also need like because this could be coming up, sorry, like pharmaceutical company, I would have to like get certain certificates to say that I can handle like medication and be around people and whatnot and so on and so forth, right? So if you also work with children or anything like that, you will need a certificate of proof, okay, to prove who you are. Will you stop, Dave? Stop following Libra. Or please start following Steve. Let's see. Anybody want to give me a shout out in order to help me out? Not saying any names. John, JDS Tarot. Could really do with some help, JD. Let's see. Oh, wow, you've got some good cards coming up for the end of the week here. So there is traveling. I think you are definitely still with your person. This would also be documentation for work and stuff like that. Paying tax and... Can you hear in taxi driver or a driver? I drove all night just to be with you. I drove all night to make love to you. Let's see, Gemini's the end of the week. What comes of the end of the week? Also, still doing tarot if you are. Still working, whichever way, whether it be full-time, part-time, or just still doing the same job or a new one here. Okay, so you got someone that's also looking for a job and also money and also tarot and stuff like this. Life Path 9 Virgo energy. 8 Aquarian Leo, looking for, like, this is CVs and a job, like looking for someone to be employed or an employer, okay? This could be your employer here, the Hermit, because they're looking for someone to work for them here. Let's see, Gemini at the end of the week for Gemini. Oh wow, go on Geminis, man. We've got the best reading so far, Gemini. Yes. So partnership here, workship here, single on your own, still doing great and fine anyway. Okay. Working, money good, everything's starting to happen. Okay. Maybe looking for a diagnosis of something that might be of like mental illness or doctors. This can be like proof of identity. Okay. Because this can be like, what do you call it? Like, I need to prove that I don't drink or do drugs or alcohol. Okay, stuff like that. It's like proof. This is looking for proof. Okay, needing to prove who I am. Okay, so let's see. Tell me more about the end of the week for Gemini and the Strength card. So the end of the week is your relationship. It's pretty much still here. There's the job energy, Cancerian, Life Path 7. You could be in a very secure job anyway, Gemini. But for a lot of you here, you really could be landing one here. Okay, 6 of Cups. So family, relationship, everything going fine at the end of the week here, Gemini. Justice, what is justice here for Gemini at the end of the week? Is Leo, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarian. So partnership, love interest, it's there. Okay, I think even if you guys say are in a third party, some people are okay being in those, like, you know, because I don't see any conflict here at all. The Fool, which is good. The Fool is something to do with around money. Okay, finance. Oh, shit. What is that? Why is that here? Are you in a relationship where it's very controlling? Okay, sabotage, ghosting. You got 2 9 energies, like abandoning something or someone, and then it kicks off, and then there's an argument because of money and finances. What is the 8 of Pentacles? That was a surprise. The World. And then the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. What is going on, Gemini? You tell me in the comment section, what is going on? So there's control, sabotage, narcissism, gaslighting, confusion, distance, and being single when you're in a commitment. So is there a third party here then? Because the World does mean the 3, but like I said, fact over fiction. Always make sure that you've got your facts straight first before you end up like leaving a commitment or a job. You know, me, I wouldn't leave a job unless I've got a job. I'd continue to do this and then get the other one and then continue to do this as well. But it's the same as a relationship. Don't quit a relationship if you think that there's something going on, but you don't know that there's something going on, because that's just analysing Alice, like looking down a rabbit hole of information of stuff that has never come true. Okay. This is why I'm getting slightly fed up with tarot. Not completely, but you know, there's so many tarot readers, I'm sorry, but there is so many tarot readers now, and they're brainwashing a lot of people because they're saying, you know, do dark work and do like shadow work. Right, and why have I been doing all these things for so many years and it hasn't worked? Like, yeah, right? Because it isn't true. Like, it isn't. It's a preordained destiny, man. Right? You'll get what you get when you get, and you'll pick up signs along the way. I think, oh, it's kind of made me do this now, right? You know, my path has taken me on a different one. But, like, you know, there's so many people that are saying that there's witchcraft and that, you know, there's cheating and lying and manipulating in commitments and marriages without actually people knowing the truth, and they don't actually find out the truth. They just take all of their info from 10,000 readers and then come back and then blame me and have a go at me because I'm not spouting the same shit. I don't deliver people the dream. I tell them to wake the fuck up. Okay, and a lot of people don't like that. They're like, well, oh, okay, I've been dreaming for that fucking long, believe means L-I-E, means a lie. What, I've been lied to all this time? That the shit that I've been trying hasn't been working? Right? The shit that I've been looking for isn't actually real? I've been thinking that it is, but not actually fucking found anything out, so I still don't know? Or am I still here knowing that it is, but still haven't left? You know, I still know that this goes on, and I still know the person that I'm with, but the beat goes on and it goes on and on and on and on and on. So you could be with a person that is constantly pushing your buttons, that constantly argues with you, and then lo and behold, after 3 days' time, 1, 2, 3, everything's great, boom, narcissism, gaslighting, and destroyed what we built. That's what gaslighting and narcissism does. If you guys have never heard the story of a narcissist, who hasn't? But, like, you know, you go outside, right, and you build and you create like loads of vegetables and you grow them, right, and you just stand there watching them grow, and you nurture them and you water them and you piss on them and you put cow manure and shit all over it, and you're like, yeah, I've spent loads of time doing this, like my channel, and then I'm just going to give it up? No, I'm not going to give up my channel because I've spent a long time growing it, right? But, like, the outside bit, you know, watching it grow, building it right up to a point of, like, where now the greater the build, the better the outcome was going to be for someone, because I can build it up and then destroy the whole fucking lot, and then I can then start working on rebuilding it by just watching it all fade and boil to the ground and fuck it right up, when I'm just going to give up and then rebuild it and then knock it down and rebuild it and knock it down, right? If you were going to build a skyscraper or a house, would you spend years spending all of that money on a house, right, and then building it, and then all of a sudden say, right, come in, lads, bring the bulldozer in, let's knock it down? You're like, what the fuck, man? Y'all must be crazy. You've just built that house. You spent a whole year building that house, and you're going to knock it all down to the ground? Why? So if you wouldn't do that, then why the fuck would someone do that in their commitment and relationship? There's a reason why. Narcissism, right? It shows you in the cards, right? At the end of the week, everything is great, everything is going really well, and then all of a sudden someone destroys the whole commitment and the whole relationship through sabotage, gaslighting, control, and narcissism, and they give up the whole lot, and then you end up single but still in a circumstance committed to them but not committed to them. Now, has someone committed adultery? Here, I'm also hearing committed murder or an adultery or something like that. Committed a crime. What is the Hermit? What's the Hermit here for the end of the week for Gemini? See, very important that you stayed until the end. Now, this is where it gets very juicy, Lucy, because you've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles here that have turned their back on each other, where this could be an ex and this is the partner here. This could be the husband or the wife that went off with someone and they got with them. This is the ex-husband or wife, or this is the ex and this is the partnership, right? They're with someone already, blah, blah, blah. This is the energy that isn't with someone, that can't get over the fact that the Queen went off with someone else. So this could be a woman that ran out on this energy that was an ex, and the man is now gaslighting whoever they're with, maybe or woman, I don't care. It depends on who you see, which side, because there's two sides here to this now. Okay, there's commitment and there's relationship and there's family and there's things that are going on that are real good, and then there's an energy here that isn't. Now this either relates to the one story of this is the same shit every single day. Okay, eat, sleep, repeat. Great outcomings here, and then all of a sudden gaslighting, control, narcissism, we've broke up again on the 3rd or 4th day. Is this still fucking happening again on the 3rd or 4th day? Why? Because of gaslighting. Build it up, knock it down. 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 It's narcissism. That's why you keep fucking splitting up every 3 days. Hello, Steve. Are you paying attention? But like, you know, again, you don't have to leave this person. You can be with them. But what I'm saying is that they are narcissistic, because the proof is in the pudding. If you guys are like, holy shit, Steve, you are right, this does, and it has been going on every 3 or 4 days. Why the fuck is that? Because they're narcissistic. They're a narcissist, right? Now, not all narcissists are psychopathic fucking tendon murderers, but they are fucking annoying, right? Because it keeps happening every 3 days where there's a problem. Okay, what are you looking for now? The one thing, okay, that you pick on, and it's because I'm not doing that. Why do you keep looking for that one problem that isn't there? There isn't it. Yes, you are. No, I'm not fucking doing that. I didn't say that. I didn't do that. What, are you falsely accusing me? Or what, are you just taking a giant leap for mankind at an accusation? Accusing someone doesn't have to be like of infidelity in a commitment relationship. It can just be, I'm accusing you of not doing something that I wanted you to do, and I started an argument and brought smoke and mirrors into the whole commitment of the relationship, and you think that we're arguing about you didn't give me a pillow? No, we're not arguing about that. Okay, I forgot about that, but that is the real reason. I've kept this going for so long now, you're not even going to know what the fuck we're arguing about. You're going to have no idea. Okay, because you're like, hold on a minute, I thought we were arguing over a pillow. And you're like, no, that was last week. We're now arguing over... And you're like, how the fuck can we go from 3 days? I forgot all of the shit that we've been arguing about. Like, what are we arguing about? You're not arguing. The person's narcissistic. Okay. That's why you probably don't know your head from your arsehole, because an accusation can also be blamed, right? I'm blaming you for something that you didn't do, but you're not controlling me. You're not in charge of my life. Yeah, but I fell out with you because you did it. Well, I didn't do fuck all. I just was me. Okay. You don't control me. You don't tell me what to do or who I am or can or can't be. So, okay, then I'm not speaking to you now. Okay, then fucking don't. Okay, don't, you know. Okay, then I'm off. And then, because this could be Aquarian Leo, this can be Gemini Capricorn, Libra, Gemini Capricorn, Life Path 7, Cancerian energy, Steve. Right? And this is like, you know, this could even be followers. Like, I'm not kidding. These can be people who are like, well, why are we all like left and everything else and left out and all that sort of stuff? But these are the star signs that are not watching. Virgos don't watch me anymore. Right? Sagittarius, they don't watch me anymore either. Sagittarian, barely at all. Scorpio, barely any. Okay? Because I can't sort out people's lives and minds for them if they're not going to start interacting with life. In order to be able to get things, you've got to pay for things. Okay, you can't be a freeloader your whole life and just get things for fuck all and nothing and expect that you can just go off to 25 different thousand million different tarot readers and find out loads of information and then come back to me with like, well, how come everybody else is happy and I've been following Alice for fucking so long, believing that all this shit is real and it actually isn't? I need to stop following the dream and actually wake the fuck up, because believe you me, I will tell you, right? And I think that's half the reason why I'm having to get a new job, is because I do tell people, I don't want you to keep wasting your fucking lives and keep following Alice in the rabbit hole down the fucking crutch of the arse of an arse pit, you know. Keep following fiction and instead of facts, and, you know, watching a tarot reading when there was no facts for a start to follow. You started following it through fiction and then you came up with fiction and you ended up fucking nowhere. That's why. You have to have a problem to be sorted out in order to figure out how to figure out a problem. You've got to have a problem for a start. Majority of people on here don't. They watch so many, so many, like 50 to 60 a day, different readers, right? But they started off in fiction. There wasn't really a problem, because they kept following it, they made it work. That's pretty much like a placebo. Okay, I've been following a clue for so long that it's actually started to work because I've been doing it for so long. So it's actually started to work, a placebo. Okay, I believe that someone's cheating on me. So I've made it happen. Right, because I'm paranoid. Okay, I'm delusional, I'm lost, I don't know where to go or what to do. Okay, leave. You know, like I said, man, if y'all want to quit your commitments and your relationships over a belief, then do it. You know, you don't have to let me stay with the person. You can do what you want. I don't mind. Okay. The thing is with the tarot reader, their belief changes as they go on because belief does mean lie. So it means, well, I believed in this for a start, but I don't anymore. Belief can change because it isn't true anyway. So it means that I've learned through the years that I've been doing it that what actually I was talking about 5 years ago actually isn't true anymore. Because when I first started, I used to talk about fucking law of attraction and shit like that. Don't believe in that crap anymore. I used to talk about numbers and shit. Right, but I used to talk about like 1111. I used to talk about like light workers. Right, empaths. Right, witchcraft. Right, years ago. Right, do I do it anymore? No. Why? Because I don't believe in it anymore. Right? Because I've learned that much. It's like, well, I've tried this forever and a day and nothing's ever worked. So why do I believe in it? Your belief changes. That's one thing that does change, is your belief system changes, right? So you've got to be very careful of what you're listening to and following to and actually interacting with. Because if I said there's infidelity in this, there's cheating and lying in a marriage or a commitment, and you don't already know that, then just quit your relationship and stop keep going over it. Take an action. Okay, if you're with this person and you know and you're trying to control them, stop being with this person. Just leave. Just go. Okay, just end it. Okay, if it's too confusing for you and you can't be bothered to figure it out, just leave. Just go. Okay, now if you're with this person and you don't want to leave, but you keep leaving, but they keep coming back. Why? Because that's also narcissism as well. Because that's where it's more relaxed when we're not together. And then my life starts going really well, but then I do start missing my companion. And then like dog, maybe Leo or a cat. So then we end up getting back together, but the person keeps destroying it. So you can stay and remain in narcissistic relationships, but just don't be under the illusion that it's not going to keep happening to destroy every 2 or 3 days. Because if that's been happening for the last 5 or 6 years, then that's going to continue happening from now on, right? So get used to it. You can get used to an energy and thinking, well, you know, I've got a decision to make. I'm either going to stay or go, but I've got to get used to whatever decision it is that I make for myself. I've put myself in it. I'm in it. So I either get out of it myself or I stay in it myself. But whichever way around it is, you're with someone that is narcissistic. Okay. So there you go. Okay. It doesn't mean that they're the arse pit of life and that they all want shooting. Right? But like, you know, it is what it is. People are who they are, and you either live with them or you don't. Okay, you keep splitting up and getting back together. It's up to you. Okay, do as you will. Do what you feel. Okay, so there you go, Gemini. That's what I've got for you. We've gone on for a little while now, but yeah, thanks very much, guys. Really do appreciate it. I hope that you consider to support Steve over on Patreon, or at least smash that like button and leave me a nice comment. That would really help if you don't do anything else. But you've got Patreon, which is the silver and the gold tier. That is all of your 2 weekly readings now. So each week you get a 2 weekly reading from the date to this date, from this date to this date. You get a week in advance to look out for, and then by the time the next week comes, you still get another 2 weekly reading. So that is what we do over on Patreon, silver or gold tier. If you want to join the join button, that is only $2 or $3. For that, you get free meditation music, free question and answers of the tarot when I go live, sometimes channeling the deceased when I have the energy, teaching videos and other stuff, and then constant meditation music that is also over there. So you get a lot for $2 or $3, and it really does help old Steve, keeping him paid at least until I get another job, unless someone wants to give me a shout out. Okay, so thanks very much, guys. Really do appreciate it. All links are provided below, and I'll see you next time.